Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast, where we drink rum and we talk about stuff. My name is Jared.
My name is Ryan.
He's Ryan. And what are we drinking today, Kyle?
We're drinking brown drink.
And what's in the brown drink, Kyle?
I made it, and it's amazing. And
today we are drinking
has
Dark and Stormies. We have Captain Morgan's Private Stock.
pussy
And
juice in it. That's what's dripping in
that's
the middle.
lime juice. And we have found alcoholic ginger beer. So these are extra alcoholic.
Gonna fuck you up!
These are our extra alcoholic Dark and Stormies.
Good talking there.
Tormenta Negres.
That was good speakings.
On to the first one.
Hope everybody liked that. If you're new here, we're back for another week to talk about
That's
weird
really
and funny
annoying,
current events.
Jared.
I know, right? It would be ridiculous if someone did that every single time you tried to speak.
It's almost like there was 45 minutes before the show started where that stuff was just happening.
Almost. It's almost like that. It's almost like it carried over from the other day or last week. It's not like this happens literally every time we speak. That would just be insane. I feel that a person would go maybe murderous if they had to deal with that on like a daily basis. I don't know.
It's a weekly basis. It's a
Weekly
weekly show.
We have a text thread.
It's not like you have to listen to it for hours.
Yep. Not like I have to do that either. Relive, just good old PTSD.
You complain too much. You want to know something, though? You want to know something? I may be your annoying friend, but I'm like, 1A, your only friend. Part B.
That is true.
Part
you are
B,
my only friend.
How many times have I set you on fire? None. So I think I'm winning. Friends don't set friends on fire. That's all people would have noticed.
They don't.
They're like, that's a weird
They
reference.
also don't break their fingers.
That was mutual.
It was mutual.
So I had the same thing.
Yeah. They don't elbow each other in the face also.
We were wrestling.
Wrestling.
Except for that one
What's
time.
funny is if you say wrestling, people go, okay, they were wrestling. But if you say we were wrestling, people immediately don't believe that you were wrestling.
We were Greek wrestling.
Yeah, there's a lot of oils involved.
So smooth that day.
He elbowed me in the face. I was really defending my butthole.
Listen, if you're going to try and choke me out, expect an elbow in the face.
Okay. This new equipment, actually, we can get like an idea of when you're being quiet now. It's kind of cool. I like this. We got new stuff.
Thing needs to be tightened.
I don't have a screwdriver on me. We do have vodka, and we do have orange juice.
Let's give it a shot.
Try to fix the
Just
mic
pour
stand.
it on it and see if it stiffens
I
up.
see nothing can go wrong with that.
Maybe the sugars will get in there and just lock it down.
It would. It would actually get sticky, and it would probably stick for a little bit. It'll be a temporary fix.
How do your chords not get in your way where you're constantly hitting them and
'Cause
having to listen to them?
I kicked them ahead of time. I kicked them all the way back so that they would be out of the way.
No, but like mine bends in front of me where I put my hands.
I also am like sitting on the edge, and like I'm angled in a way that like I make sure that I have like this gap.
Would you say not to push you
Okay.
because you're close to the edge?
I'm trying not to lose my head, man. Ha 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 ha.
Happy feet.
It's like a jungle sometimes.
Massachusetts.
Yes, first one.
On to the next one.
Okay. Massachusetts man arrested after repeatedly calling 911 while in the back of a cop car.
Part 1. They arrested him again?
Here's where it gets a little interesting.
They arrested him for calling 911, but he was already in the back of the cop car.
You would think that.
What?
What happened was he was at a bar and he refused to leave. And they were like, hey, we're going to call the cops. And he was like, go ahead and call the cops. So he's a little bit drunk and he wouldn't leave. The cops showed up, and you can tell due to the fact that he's white, he never got shot. So what they did was they offered to take him home. So they offered to give him a ride. So he was in the cop car of his own volition.
Yes, please. Give me Uber.
Exactly.
Turn the lights on, Uber.
It's the greatest Uber ever.
Uber, run the light.
I need to get home before Game of Thrones starts. Can you just hit the siren and let's run all these lights?
I'll give you a big tip.
But apparently what happened is so he wouldn't leave the restaurant, and he dialed 911 several times from the back of the squad car. It doesn't say what he said when he was in the back, but I'm kind of wondering if it was like, hey, 911, so I'm in the back of a police car right now, and I don't want to be in the back of a police car anymore.
They're kidnapping me.
Can you make them let me out?
Yo, can you call 2 different officers to come tell these officers to stop kidnapping me?
I would like new police.
First of all, this 40-year-old man.
Is he 40?
No, it says he's 29, but look at his face. He's younger than us, and he looks 20 years older.
This one says 39.
What?
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 Yeah. Jesse Barner Walton, 39. 39. Investigators pull over to stop the 29-year-old from calling 911 again.
First of all, my favorite part is I went, he looks 40. And how old is he?
He's
39.
He's 39.
He's 40.
He's 39. You round up at that
He's
point.
basically 40. And then, well, but I read 29 first, and I'm like, no fucking way.
There's no way.
His
And
face
you'd be
is
correct.
so old.
He shows every year of just hard life he apparently
This
had.
man was a tree. He'd have many rings.
So many. Let's count.
Some of them damaged.
1,
Just
2,
not that many wrinkles.
3. He has a butt wrinkle right. It literally goes into a ridge, so it's a butt wrinkle.
You can tell he's not happy, but he's doing that drunk person thing where you try and open your eyes as wide as you can because you forgot how to see.
It's fucked up because I know exactly what you're talking about.
You're like, I can't see shit.
We're
right
just
now.
in there, like right before this picture. You know, he did this.
He's like, I can't see anything, even though I'm staring at it.
Listen. Take the picture in like 5 seconds.
All right. Go.
Okay, I'm gonna need someone's arm so I could walk back to the cell. Yeah, I just thought this was weird. Like, he got himself arrested. He was just gonna go home. They were just taking him home.
So what did they arrest him for?
They arrested him for interfering with an officer and misuse of the 911 system. I don't know how he was interfering with an officer. It's not like they were like, hey, can you hang in the back while we do like a drug raid?
No. He was, because what they were originally doing was a peace officer thing, driving him home. That was their duty.
Ooh,
and he was
stronger.
trying to stop them performing that duty.
Actually, yeah. Think about it. See, we never think of police in like the peaceful way.
Where
sometimes they just help people.
Peace officers, because that's not how they act.
True.
They're police officers.
Police officers. Did you try this yet?
No,
It's pretty
I've been
strong.
drinking this. Same thing.
Same thing.
Different levels it'll give me.
Okay.
I need to go up before I go down.
Before you go down. Loving an elevator. Living it up while you're going down. Why do I have
Is
an
that about
environmental
blowjobs?
voter project? Because I'm a registered voter. I don't want that.
Are you a registered voter?
I am. I registered to vote at the same time that I registered to carry my gun. In a concealed fashion.
That's weird. I registered to vote when I turned 18 and they sent me the paperwork.
I don't know. I wasn't on file.
I also then registered to vote again. The first time was in Jersey, but then I was in Pennsylvania. And I was delivering to this lawyer who was running for to be a judge in the voting thing. And they were like, are you registered? And I was like, in Jersey, I think. And they're like, are you registered here? And I'm like, I'm not sure. And they were like, well, just register. And they made me register. And the greatest
That's
part
really
was
aggressive.
the best part though was when they were like, all right, well, you have to pick a political party. And I was like, I don't want to. And I put the independent one. And they're like, you can't vote then. And I was like, oh, sucks. I was like, thanks for registering me to vote though.
Like, this is exactly what I wanted.
I'm happy that I got to do this because you wanted me to, and that it doesn't actually help you.
Also, thanks for wasting another 5 minutes of my fucking day.
It didn't take very long.
It took me like 5 minutes is how long it took me.
It was just like a little piece
It took
of
me
paper.
it took me longer to find the room that I had to go to do that
I
than
know
to
he
actually
won.
fill it out.
He
There was a
became judge.
really, really cute girl in there though.
In Northampton County Courthouse?
Yes.
Was it the meth that turned you on? You were like, I bet you play with Legos, baby.
No.
Did she work there?
Yeah, she worked there.
Wonder if it was my cousin.
I've never seen your cousin, so I wouldn't know.
You would be like, yo.
Does she work in voter registration?
I don't know. She worked in the courthouse. But.
Specifically voter registration.
I don't know, man.
I don't even know why I had to. Oh, because one of the things that I needed in order to get my carry permit was voter registration card. It was they gave me an option between a couple things, and they were like voter registration
card.
I have one. That's why I did it, just so I can carry my gun, which I don't ever carry. Maybe I'll start though. Don't rob me.
It's a weird threat.
This is Pennsylvania. I can do that.
Pennsylvania.
There's mayors pulling guns on children. You need to always have a gun on you at this point, just in case Boy Scouts or random 15-year-olds at parks fuck with you. But if you get arrested, don't call 911 on yourself though.
And don't be a Boy Scout and go to
Boy Spout.
fuck you slut. On to the next one. I have places to be. I need to play Fortnite today.
What?
What?
No.
I'm playing Fortnite for show.
Don't play Fortnite.
I almost unlocked all my challenges.
I'm glad that you totally have your priorities straight.
I do.
Fuck working. I need to play Fortnite.
First of all, give me money.
Or give me death.
Give me money or I'm playing Fortnite. It's not working if it's free. Go. This is a volunteer job right now.
You're a co-owner of the company.
I'm a co-volunteer.
Okay, let's go to that.
So far, this has only costed us money.
This is true. We're definitely in the red. Super far in the red.
That's the opposite of volunteers. We are funders.
Yeah. With 0 ROI so far.
We're like the chairmans of the board if the board didn't actually get any money.
That's exactly what we are.
Like, we need to vote on decisions. Nope, never mind. Jared already bought it, so. All in favor? It's too late. Aye.
It's easier to ask for permission. No, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. That's what it is.
Yo, so Silicon Valley is a great show. I just started watching.
I've never seen it.
You should. The one dude is like a CEO and he just got fired, but then like he like lied. He's like, "Oh, by the way, that thing that you fired me over, that was all a prank. I was never doing that. This is what I did." And he pulled out this completely different project that somebody else finished that he just like brought in for that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's great. We're so sorry we ever doubted you." And like the episode where they fired him, they were like, "Yo, if you bring another animal into here, you're definitely fired."
Another animal?
Yeah, because you would just bring animals into meetings. So like he was
what kind of animals?
like in this one, it was going to be a possum because he had a possum. Like anytime he needed to make a metaphor that referenced an animal, he brought it. So he was like, I am like a possum. And then they were like, dude, if you bring another animal, and you just see him go, I'm not doing that. And then somebody like pulls a possum out of the room. And then so after they like apologize to him and reinstate him as the CEO, and he's like,
the possum.
"Yo, bitches, y'all suck. Let's go outside real quick. I forgive your apology. I accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go on a field trip. We're just gonna go outside. We're gonna go. Come on, follow me, follow me, follow me." And he takes them. And he goes outside. He's like, "See this elephant?" And elephants never forget, and neither do I. It was literally just so he could do that. He brought an elephant.
That's amazing.
This is Jared level stuff.
That is me level stuff. I would just buy an elephant just to prove a point. I'd mostly be like a tiger.
Be a fucking tiger.
Just be a fucking tiger in the room.
Just on the loose, like no trainer. You're just like, I thought that this would be a good idea. Then your dog is gone, and you're like,
I did not realize how large tigers were. This is terrifying.
You only ever see them on TV, and they look little, and in cartoons they're cute. Did not realize that it's basically a horse.
It's a horse with claws and giant fangs.
And it's a loner and hates other animals.
And it can lick the meat off of a bone. Speaking of licking the meat off the bone.
Did you see that video of that lady that just got taken by a tiger because she was fighting with her husband on a safari?
No, I've heard of it, but I never actually saw the video.
Bro, it's not that violent. Like, you know,
She
is.
died.
It is. She died.
She
but I
died.
mean, what it shows.
Didn't her mom also die?
I don't know.
Because her mom ran out after her.
2 people ran out after her. I think they heard something that her mom
Definitely
died.
wasn't.
But
the
all you
husband.
see, no, he did too. Because once he saw her get taken by the tiger. But all you see,
You know,
she's
at the
like,
back of his head, he was like, "Oh no!"
she slams the
Stop.
door and she's like, "Brah brah 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 brah." Because there's no voice. So that's the voice I gave her
okay.
now. And then you just see, whoop, and she's gone. She's
Into
like,
the night.
no longer on the video. The tiger just kind of grabs and like drags her off.
Because it's a tiger.
And then 2 people get out and they're like, it's not funny, Jaron. She died.
It's still
Don't
funny.
laugh at that. She
It's
got
funny.
eaten by a tiger.
It's funny. Because do you know how often you're supposed to get eaten by a tiger?
Definitely not on a safari.
Was
like,
she white?
9 times. No, they think they were Asian. I don't know where the safari was. I think it was in Asia.
Damn. I was hoping they'd be white.
Listen.
Because then I'd be like, a white girl from insert area should get eaten by a tiger 0 times.
Californian white girl.
Someone named Kelsey should not be getting out into the middle of a jungle.
Just because her
'Cause she
boyfriend
got
doesn't
an
want to share
attitude.
his ex with her.
Wow.
What?
All right. On to the next one. Because the
White girls do
licking meat
that,
off of
don't
a
they?
bone actually was a good segue into this. But now we've gone back to
Swagway.
tigers now
And drugs.
and people dying,
And
which is not
drugs.
as good of a segue.
And drugs. Tigers can lick the meat off of bones. Swagway.
The perfect crime.
Khaleesi did it again.
Oh no, they changed it. Why do they keep changing articles? The article was that a man ate free KFC
Man didn't eat free KFC.
for a year by pretending to be from the head office.
Is this a typo?
No, because KFC apparently stated, "Oh no, that's fake news." That was their exact quote. This didn't happen because it's fake news. Not because. Because it's fake news.
First of all, KFC should give that man a job if it did happen.
Yes.
He apparently commanded such a presence that the people didn't challenge. He
And
had
they-
a limo.
Yeah,
supposedly?
he had a limo, a suit, and just walked in with a charisma and bravado
Well,
that
they
made
said
them
that
not question
they
it
said that he must have worked at a KFC at some point.
because he knew like a bunch of
Yeah,
background
he
information.
walked around checking, doing sex safety checklists.
doing
Sex
doing
checklist.
sex checklists.
He's like, "Where's your bone? That's a good bone. Good thing we're not in Florida."
You can make chopsticks out of that hard bone right there.
That lady was crazy. Anyway,
Super crazy.
yeah, man, he walked around doing a checklist of everything.
I didn't know that he was doing like a checklist.
Dude, no, he's full on
I
being
was-
a boss.
I was just
He
so...
was basically an actual boss, if this is true.
I heard that they actually were being, according to what they stated that they were being more efficient because they did it because they were like,
Yo,
somebody
you
from corporate's here,
call me
we
and get
should
nervous, yeah.
do better. Which is what makes me kind of feel that
Yo.
KFC just going fake news, this didn't happen. I don't believe fully.
I bet you what it was is that KFC really actually just did hire that guy, and they're trying to keep their employees on their toes now.
Like retroactively hired. the
No,
guy?
he was that was his job the whole time. And
Ah.
now, then,
But why would they spoil it then?
but how?
By him getting arrested.
Because it was a secret shopper,
The ultimate secret
the
shopper.
ultimate secret shopper,
A secret shopper that's a secret,
so,
but not actually a
so
secret.
covert. But no,
He's so secret that he tells you that he's
How-
not a secret.
I heard multiple KFCs reported this.
Yeah, I don't know.
How is
Which
it
is
all of a
what
sudden
which is what
not
makes
real?
me feel that them just going, this is fake news. It never happened. It would be cool if it did. We'd have to give him a lot of props if he did it, but
Mad props,
because it's
bruh.
fake news, don't talk about it anymore. And I kind of feel that that's what they said. They were like, hey, stop talking about
This is
it.
why we read these clickbait articles for you people. So this way, when you come across it, you're like,
Yeah.
those guys, I clicked this, and it turns out that's not what happened.
Yeah.
Well, now we have the right to say
We
that.
yeah.
We're also going to defend and say that they're liars and that this is
Oh
some
yeah, they totally are
conspiracy.
liars. That's what we do here. We go, okay, here's the facts.
They're
How could
lying.
we play with these facts and make it fit our own narrative?
Well, no, man. See, that's what's awesome. Like, because I was listening to another show that was about Vikings. It has nothing to do with this. But
Vikings loved KFC.
What it did have to do with it was they were talking about these stones that they found in Minnesota that they were trying to claim, you
Were
know,
Viking stones?
yeah, that Vikings put there, and people were like, "Yo, the shits are fake." But then somehow everybody was just like, "No, that's not true. These are real." And then like at some point somebody was like, "Nah, I faked that. I made those fake." And they're like,
That's
Dude's-
exactly
dude's
what someone
lying.
That's
They're like-
exactly what someone trying to cover it up would
yeah,
say.
they like literally just were like, "He's a liar." Like that's literally what we're doing right now. They're like,
Yeah.
"This isn't real." We're like, "Yeah, that's exactly what you would say, you liar."
Exactly. Yeah. But no, that's what we're doing. Like, cause if you think about it, every time if you fully believe something, anytime someone says, "No, I know for a fact that this insert fact here," the first thing you're gonna think is that's exactly what someone would
Government
say. Exactly.
shill.
You immediately go to conspiracy. Like if someone's like, or it's like when you were, I don't know if when you were younger you used to do this. You used to just make things up about your friends.
No,
And
I
then
used
just
to
be
do
like-
it about myself. Remember? I
okay.
told you. I would like purposefully meet people for the first time, make up some elaborate backstory, forget that I did it, and then somehow it would come back to me and I'd be like, "Who told you I said that?" Because I forgot.
No, I'm talking about like have you ever done this to your friends? Be like, did you hear that Brian likes to dress up in women's clothing and go out to some bar and get
I
picked
was-
up by guys?
I didn't have that
And
many friends.
and then he's like, no, I don't. Be like, that's exactly what you'd say if you did do it.
No, remember, I didn't have friends. The closest I did to that was I would get into a
It's got
room.
really sad real quick. I didn't
the
have
closest
friends.
the closest I ever was to that was, remember when like there was like mad herpes commercials and it was like 1 in 4 people have an STD.
Yeah.
What I would do is in a group of people, I'd just like look at them all and be like, "Yo, guys, did you hear that 1 in 4 people has an STD?" And then we would just wait.
Yep.
And like the last person would be like, "Oh, it's you. You got AIDS."
1 in 4 people has herpes. You have AIDS.
I said STD.
Oh.
We just went off the commercial's basic like line, not the facts.
Facts have no
not-
no
I'm
place.
not Donald Trump, man. I don't do true facts.
True. Donald Trump does do
True facts.
True facts.
True facts. That's alternate facts.
Alternate truth.
No, right here, you know what this is? KFC's putting out alternate facts,
They have to be.
and I don't believe those alternate
I
facts.
don't believe the alternate facts. I think them saying it's fake news is fake news.
They're fake news.
They're fake news.
We should have the president look into
Kentucky
this.
fake news chicken.
Donald Trump, look into KFC's conspiracy bullshit lies.
Have another
Fix them.
investigation.
Get an FBI investigation, please.
Let's put together a task force. Look into KFC's fucking tomfoolery. And give this hero the
I don't
praise
like
he
this
deserves.
time.
It's strong.
There's no bubbles.
There isn't.
It doesn't taste gingery.
I think you put too much lime in.
I think I put too much rum in.
That too. You put.
I went off
you
this
filled
internet
up.
thing.
You filled up like up to here with rum, and then we were like,
It said 2 ounces, and then I was like, "That's probably 4 ounces," and I just filled up the glass.
And then you just kept squirting lime juice into it.
I didn't squirt very much, and not like the last time where it was just like
True,
that. Those tasted like limesicles.
they did. They did, but yeah, this one's not as good because the last ones we drank though.
Man, how much alcohol is in this ginger beer? Maybe we need to just do
let's
it
find
with
out.
virgin ginger beer.
It has 4.8.
That's not a lot.
It's not a lot at all. There we go.
I gave you more.
Yours is back to the top.
All the way up.
All the way up.
Fuck you, KFC.
This guy was just the best con artist in the world. I don't give a
Kentucky
fuck.
fake chicken. That's what this is.
There you go. That's a good one. Kentucky fake chicken. So we didn't piss off main house. Yeah, we would try to act our best. I feel that there's just too many things that make it seem like this.
I think it's funny that
the
KFC has French
African
fries
voice.
at like every other one, but in America.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
I imagine they're gross though, but I like potato.
See, these people said they should give the man a job already, and not all heroes wear capes. He's
yeah,
a
but this
legend.
is before they came back with the retraction. Well, the fake retraction.
Yeah, it wasn't really a retraction. They just went fake news,
Fake news.
Fake news. fake news.
Fake news.
Nobody eats our chicken for free. It's fake
speaking
news.
of updates, what was the update I sent you?
Oh yeah, just to keep on updates for stories since they decide to change the fuck. Oh yeah, it does say correction here. They do.
Correction.
They do kind of put it way in the thing.
KFC
But-
claims fake news.
Was it last episode? The I eat ass man.
Yeah.
So the I eat ass guy in Florida, he got off.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
He was found innocent. That's what you mean.
I like my way better. I feel like my way is
He
is
wins
equally
and
good.
he gets to keep his stickers. Fuck you, Florida.
Fuck you and your stupid obscenity laws. Let that man eat as much ass as he wants and to proclaim it to the world so that he can get off.
When I come to Disneyland World, whatever
He's
one's
gonna
there,
come to
I'm gonna have
Disneyland.
such a huge boner when I walk around. That is a weird statement, and I take
There's-
that
yeah.
back.
There's a lot of children in Disneyland. You might want
Yeah,
to.
but there's also a lot of princesses.
There are a lot of.
I'll ask them
princesses.
their ages before I show them my boner.
Could have a fanny pack on or something. just angle it in the right way. Excuse me, Ariel. How old are you? Like not like the character, like you.
You as a person.
You, there's a person.
And then she'll be all like, I know not what you speak. I'm a princess. Like, stop
Why would you
faking.
speak like that? I don't know what you speak of. This is how Ariel spoke. Hello, governor.
What country is she from?
Denmark.
The fuck did Denmark sound
I
like?
don't know, but nobody has an accent in movies except for Merida,
Oi!
where she was just mad Scottish.
If you're from Denmark, aside from putting mayonnaise on French fries like gross shit, what's your accent?
What do you sound like?
What do you sound
We could
like?
easily just look that up.
Describe it in the comments.
This is how do you say in sign language all over again?
Yeah,
Tell-
but you
Tell
can't.
us what you sound like.
Unlike sign language, you could describe.
There's tons
Well,
of hand emojis now.
Yeah, and you could probably in a really long way describe it.
Yeah.
But it is still easier to describe accents than it is to describe because all you
So what
have to
are you-
do
are you
is
expecting to
break
be
it
like-
up in enunciation.
Be like, you know how you say you? We say ooh.
Yeah,
You know how you
pronounced.
say
just
know how
do
you say me?
pronounced.
We say me.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, man, you just put the pronunciations.
Just phonetically.
Yeah, well, you know how like they do it like that bullshit where it's like, oh, this word is thumbfuck, and it's like sounds like fuck.
Thumbfuck is where you went. You're like, you know what? What would give somebody that doesn't know my language just the best view of what my voice sounds like? Thumbfuck. I give it 2 thumbs way up.
How would you say thumbfuck?
Here we go. All of our viewers out there, how in your native language do you say the word or the phrase? Is it hyphenated or no?
No.
Okay. Say the phrase thumbfuck. If you don't understand what I'm saying, picture this and that.
All right, so basically when you thumbfuck something, what you do is, all right, so like say you're having sexual relations with a female from behind, and
I'm
you're
gonna
like,
put like a banner up, be like sex ed with Kyle.
and you're like, you know what I bet would be really good for you is if I fill the other hole, and you just put it in like a bowling ball, and you just hold it, and then you can grip them and you pull them in.
You were
a little better.
squeezing really hard.
How else would you do it?
You were like, your arm shook for a second there.
Yeah,
Like you were like,
well, it's because I don't have like a squishy butt to hold right now.
you'd be going in between though. You'd be just grabbing tailbone.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No, I grab ass. I go sideways.
Oh no, I grab.
I grab some cheek.
I grab like this because then I like use it. to pull her into
But
me.
that has to hurt, just digging
Who?
them.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I don't really think it's good.
I feel
I mean, like,
I felt
sure,
that's where it was gonna go.
maybe some of them want that, but for the most part, that's for you.
I mean, it's
that's
not-
like when you're like, "Can I put my dick in your butt?" And they're like, "No," and you're like, "Can I put my finger in your butt?" And they say, "Yeah," and you're like,
You know, it's definitely 100% for for you.
because
Yeah.
I don't know if you're like this, but if I'm banging a girl and my
Mhm.
fingers feel something, I will feel it on my dick somehow.
No, I'm not like that at all.
Like if I put mine in her mouth and she's sucking it, I will feel that also on my ween.
Nope. I don't get that sensation at all.
It's not a real
like,
sensation. It's like a
I like being active. I talk with my hands a lot. I just like my hands to be doing stuff. I
It's
like
like
to go from here
you're
to
banging her
here
and
to
you're like,
here
"Hey,
to here.
I'm
underneath.
really hoping that you're enjoying this right now. I don't know if it's good for you, but I'm
Just gotta
really enjoying
slap
myself.
and then grab and then slap the other one, then palm that shit.
Now I'm imagining you just talk with your hands while you're banging them. You're like, "Yo, so like, how is this going for you right now?" Because I personally, I'm really enjoying it.
Hey man, it adds a little bit extra oomph into the stroke.
You're just like, I don't even use hands. I just go wah, wah, wah. I dive in.
Especially in missionary, you just
Dive in it.
I don't know what this has to do with chicken.
Honestly, I'm really confused too now.
Yeah, this went
It went from
completely off the
I had to
rails.
describe thumb fuck
Yeah,
because we didn't know it came from
Denmark
Dartmouth.
because fucking
French fries at KFC. We brought it back.
there we go. Denmark is close.
I only
to
know that
France.
Denmark has it because like an ASMR channel where the kid gets French fries at KFC, and I'm like,
You
that's
say where a
weird.
kid got thumb fucked. What are you watching?
On YouTube, kids getting thumb fucked.
According to our search history, a lot of people look up porn on YouTube.
For one, not according to my search history.
We get
because you can't find porn. on
no.
YouTube.
I mean, I'm talking about our analytics. That's the
Oh,
word I was looking
that's
for.
the
Our
word.
analytics for how we are discovered due to the fact that we talk about a lot of porn stories.
I mean,
porn
that's
is how
clickbait as
most-
fuck. We talk about clickbait.
And we're a clickbait show.
We're a show that describes clickbait. We're not clickbait.
Are you ready for like
we
a?
fully describe what we say we're going to talk about.
Are you? That is very true. Are you ready to go on to the next one?
Let's go on to the first one again. Let's try this first.
Massachusetts, man.
Ah, shit. He's back.
No. So this next one is like a whole experience because it's a big, long story.
Close my eyes.
The story is actually very short, but the history of it.
You just said it's a big, long story, you fucking liar.
Okay.
You just clickbaited me
I did clickbait
in
you.
real
I
time.
clickbaited you IRL. Ready?
All right.
Have you ever heard of a man called Joe Exotic?
Hell yeah, actually, I have.
Okay.
I know his whole story.
You know his whole
I
story?
know this whole thing.
Did you hear what happened?
About which one? When he killed his gay lover, or when he tried to put a hit out on another political person, or about the tiger
The hit.
abuse?
The hit.
All of those things, yeah.
Did you hear about the hit?
Yeah.
Did you hear about what just happened, though?
What just happened?
They just found him guilty.
Yeah, no, I did know that.
Okay. So you did
He's
know.
also a country music singer.
Self-proclaimed
No, he has songs. They're pretty
country
good.
music star.
Look it up.
No, I'm just saying his
Oh,
whole
he's a
the
country
thing
music
that
star.
it says self-proclaimed country music star.
There's also the probability that he killed his husband.
Man. But yeah, didn't he live with like multiple people on this ranch thing? For those of you who don't know Joe Exotic, I'm just
that
gonna give you.
picture is epic.
It is epic. It's epic as.
Did you
fuck.
see his actual pictures? Like what he looks like?
Fuck yeah!
Did you know he was running for president in 2016?
Yep. And he ran for mayor too, or no, governor,
Governor.
because he was in a gubernatorial.
This guy is so many things at one time.
So many. For those of you who don't know who Joe Exotic is, Joe Exotic, he called himself the Tiger King and plastered his face on highway billboards in Texas and Oklahoma. He bred big cats, bears, baboons, and more.
He bred them? I just thought it was a sanctuary.
Yep, he bred them. He lived with a parade of partners on the grounds of his private zoo, and he threatened a rival with murder repeatedly on YouTube, and tried to hire a hitman to have them do the deed.
First of all, I found one of his music videos.
Okay, yeah, let's not do that. I
Do
mean,
I put it? Should I
coulda
put it
looked-
on the microphone?
I
Should
could have looked it up. I could have looked it up on here, but okay. Let's see Joe Exotic. You're gonna. Can I see the video, man?
Drunk and lonely, sitting by the phone, no one to call, no one to hold.
Was this shot on an iPhone?
I don't know.
It looks like it was shot on an iPhone.
Oh, it's just so
It's
good.
that quality.
But also, have you heard him speak? Because it's not what his regular voice sounds
No,
like.
no, I've never
Oh
heard
my
him
God.
speak.
It's so high.
I read this article and was like, oh my God, this man is the most interesting man I've ever heard of, and he's going to jail for hiring a hitman.
Dos Equis. He was in the middle of this trial when his voice isn't that deep.
What? Hello world, how are you doing today?
He's like, I'm gonna sing you a song. Hello, baby.
Baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. That was pretty good.
This guy's
I was sultry right there. I feel like I did a good job. That was better than most of the times we sing.
It's not how country music's supposed to sound.
Doesn't matter. It was sultry. I loved it. But yeah, so did you also see that he has tiger lion hybrids?
What? He has ligers?
Thank you. I always refer to them as ligers, or also if it has a male father and a female or in a tiger mother, it's a liger.
It's a
If it has a tiger father and a lion mother, it's a tigon.
There's all the mothers are liars.
His, for some reason, were called ligers. Double tiger, one lion.
So what he did was he had two tigers make a baby.
Make a liger. And then you have a tiger.
You can't
fuck
have
the
two
liger.
tigers make a liger.
Well, you have a tiger and a lion make a liger.
So
And
it's,
then you
it's
have a
only
tiger.
1/3 lion.
Yeah, exactly. You have a tiger, fuck the liger, and then you have a liger.
So he bred the tigers into a liger, and then he tried to breed the liger out of the tigers.
Maybe he was trying to just see what that would make. He was like, let me do some experimentation.
He was like, I remember playing
get
Monster
this,
Rancher
and
when
then-
I was a kid, so I just want to keep mixing things and see what happens.
This monster.
I hate it when you would like mix stuff and then you would just get the pink version of it, and you're like, yo, I
Yeah.
wanted something new.
Yeah. For those
It would like give
who
you
are
options.
young,
There'd be like really
Yeah.
cool ones, and then you just get like the pink version of what you have.
any young people out there, Monster Rancher was like one of those weird Pokemon knockoffs,
It was like,
but
better.
it was about like it's really hard to explain.
You could breed monsters.
You can breed them up.
And
It was more
coolest
like
part,
farming.
It was a PS1 game, but every CD or DVD
Every
you
CD and
owned
DVD you owned, you
had
to put
a
it in.
monster in it
Mm-hmm.
against their will because
Yep.
they didn't know.
Because that's just
But
what human beings do.
You
We
would
capture them.
you would be like, I want to make a monster, and it would be like, take your disc out, and you'd be like, okay, and then you put a new disc in.
You just throw in your Nickelback CD.
It would read it. You'd put the game disc back in, and
And
then it would produce a monster. for
You'd
it.
get
It was
you'd get yourself a Suezo. That was
awesome.
the big eyeball one.
I like loved the tigers the most, even though I didn't really care for them. I was like,
Yeah.
these are so generic, but like my tiger, when it died, I cried in real life.
The
I also love it because like you're playing this game, but for
Yeah.
some reason, like I fully got immersed into it.
you have
And it was
to.
like I was like, my tiger died after 16 years, and I was probably playing for like 2 days.
yeah, because
But
ti-
in
because
my mind, I
every-
legit felt
every
like I had
every
that,
10 minutes
or not
is a
tiger,
day.
my wolf. I thought I had for 16
Yeah,
years.
yeah. Well, it's like if you ever saw the show.
I got mad every time it ran away. I'd be like,
Oh my god! And they ran
"What?"
away all the fucking time.
The wolves, it
Ev-
wasn't that bad. The bunny rabbit,
I
boxing,
had
the boxing
The
bunny
box
rabbit was
that was my
favorite.
best one. That was my
Was
best
yours?
one. I had such a good one. You know when you would train it and you had to knock over the dominoes?
I honestly was so
I'd
bad at video
fucking
games. I
bam.
didn't know how to play it. I would battle and I would just hope that I won
I
just
got
by
up-
smashing the buttons.
I
bunch
got
of
up to an
times.
S rank.
I don't know what that means. I would just push the buttons all the
It's-
time.
EDCBAS.
My wolf was like a champion, but I don't know how high he got before he died. And I was sad.
Yeah.
After 16 years, I really
Did you
stopped
stop
playing.
playing after like your favorite one died?
No,
I stopped playing.
mostly though.
I stopped playing. I was like,
also
I
got the
invested so
sequel
much
to it
time.
then, and then I kept getting mad because I kept getting the stupid George
George?
things, the gorillas. They were called George something.
Oh, I don't know about
Like
the
they were
gorillas.
literally called, or maybe I named it George.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't know.
The orangutan that was a flower. My microphone fell. I didn't realize it, and I was like, "Why does it sound so quiet?"
Yeah, it was like you were just like yelling. Neither of us were paying attention. We got super into Monster
No,
Rancher.
I said I need to tighten it. It just was like down
We do.
here.
Do we have like a?
No, that's fine. I'll just wait until I take it off.
Try to use a key.
Key to my butthole.
It's probably too much.
Yeah, key to my butthole is definitely too much.
It's too big.
It's too big and too small because it's not getting like in there, but it also is.
God damn it.
No, it's fine. I'll figure it out. If I get quiet again, just look at my microphone.
I should have tools down here.
Anyway, if you have
I'm a son of a
if you
bitch.
have a PlayStation 1 lying around, find a copy of Monster
Monster
Rancher.
Rancher. And enjoy the ups and downs of training.
Call your trainer,
and
Joe
bonding.
Exotic, and then just
Oh my god.
raise cats.
Only get big cats at that point. I just love this dude's story. He has so many things that he's done
It's
with
got
his life.
so many twists and turns.
And then he was just like, hey, I'm going to start a war against PETA and the big kid. What is it? Where is it? I have a picture. It says who he was against.
Everyone.
There's so
What the fuck?
This is Joe Wed
What?
Travis Maldonado.
Oh.
Laughed and Joe Wed Travis Maldonado in an unofficial 3-way ceremony. Oh, and John Finley.
He got 2 husbands?
Yes, he did. Look at that. Look
They're
at
so redneck.
super redneck.
It's so weird. His mullet is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
This right here, this mullet right here.
No, Joe Exotics, because
Joe
it's a
Exotic
bowl
one?
cut mixed with a mullet.
Yeah,
It's not
this
like
guy
a
has
mullet.
skater hair.
And the most porniest. No, that guy looks like that one dude that used to sing with Cher.
Sonny
Sonny
Bono.
Boner.
Look at that guy.
Yo, they're like 12. He's like 50. Yo, because you didn't have it zoomed in, so like at first
Yeah.
they looked like they were the same age as him.
Yeah, he's so much older than them.
He's like their ages combined. Like if they were
Do you
banging,
think they
and he
did
fucked
like?
them,
Do
that
you
was
think?
the same age?
Do you think they did like a butt fucking train?
See, I always wanted to be gay because I would totally do that.
A butt fucking train?
Hell yeah, man! If I was gay, I'd be like, yo, all my
Yo,
gay friends. I would get so
how-
many of them together, and I would just have.
Do you
a
think he ever
full-on-
just went to like the pen where like the tigers were and like had like,
fucked them?
not that
Jared,
no,
keep your
I don't
mind
mean
out
the
of the
tigers.
gutters.
I'm talking about like you know how sometimes there'll be like that section in between like animal pens where it's like safe. That's where you're supposed to walk when you
And
feed
he was
them.
like, watch me fuck.
Yeah, if he was like if they went and they had like a threesome
Why are you assuming
Around
that just because
tigers.
he's gay and he has 2 husbands that he's some kind of like
because he'd be
pervert?
you'd be fucking with tigers and lions in the background.
Oh my god! Honestly, I would do that.
I was gonna say, I'm like you're sitting here making me seem like a pervert. You have tigers and lions in the
You're
background
making
of
these
you having
assumptions
sex.
of this man.
I didn't say he did. I said, do you
just
think
because his last
he
name is
might
exotic.
have ever?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Because I would if that was an option in
Right?
my life.
Kind of have to.
And then right before you nut, you go, lions and tigers and bears, and then they have to say, "Oh my," and then you go, "Wah!"
And he has all 3 of those. You can look at them. You could be like lions, tigers, bears.
Oh my.
I'm coming. Man, that is one of the most intense all male threesomes that I've ever come up with in my head right there.
When I was younger, I used to think that there should be like a game.
I really want to know where this is going because we're talking about all male
Well,
threesomes.
Now it sounds offensive.
And you're like, it should be a game.
Now I feel like it's gonna be my dick up against my zipper.
It should be my dick.
Well, it was a sex game,
Okay.
and
Let's see.
it's
How
gonna-
young were you? Because you said when I was younger.
I don't know, like 16.
Okay.
And I was like, what if we had a game
All right.
where there was a train of people fucking each other, and the object was to find out which one of them was transgender. That's why I said now it's offensive.
It just seems like a bad idea. How do you convince all of these people to do this?
One, I don't remember the exact thing, but there was also this
Would there
idea.
be just females there?
No, it'd be like
with like strap-ons?
It'd be like back and like I don't remember. It's so long ago now.
The logistics of this are
It
mind-boggling.
was. There's also another one where I was like, wouldn't it be cool if you got enough people that you could fuck and you're just all in a circle and everyone's linked up as one? Because yes.
Yeah, I mean, well, some people would be fucking, some people would be eating some stuff.
No. This is all dudes.
Oh, so wait, are you saying
You
like...
have to be linked up, or it would be dildos.
Wait, so is everybody literally just fucking the other person in front of them in the ass?
And they're all just connected into one big train.
I don't think I've ever thought about that as like a, hey, wouldn't it be cool if...
But wouldn't it be cool?
From like an outside perspective going, wow, that took some coordination. Yeah, that would be interesting.
They're moving as one unit.
That would, it would,
I
they would
wonder
also have to be like, they'd all have to be pretty long. Because as soon as that turn starts coming up, because you know when you thrust, they might come out.
But also
on the back.
Also, though, theoretically, given
You'd actually no, you wouldn't even fall out because as you go back, somebody else's ass would be going onto your dick more.
you can't go out that far
because you're as
You're
long
in
as
a
you,
wave.
Actually no, that'd probably you
You're
wouldn't.
wave.
I don't think you'd feel anything.
Yeah, you would.
You'd have to.
But
be,
also-
you'd have to be off. It would need to be staggered because if you don't stagger it,
But here's the thing.
your hips are just doing this.
Here, like, would it be possible, based with physics, to get the kinetic energy to build up enough that it just becomes this endless harder and harder and harder and harder fuck session
No,
until
human
everybody
beings,
explodes?
I mean, human beings would have they have a threshold.
but
that
I
they
mean, like,
can't exceed.
it would be so like smack, 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 smack.
That's
smack, and it would just
staggered.
be getting harder the whole way through.
That would be if it's staggered.
So you'd be slamming into each other, and it would just be like.
I don't know. Should we write into because science and see if that Kyle can
Yes.
break it down?
Is that even a thing anymore? Like, what's happening with Nerdist?
Because science is his own channel now.
Okay, because like
Yeah, so
they're
they
the
kinda
one
have their own thing.
podcast that I listen to is like looking for a host right now. They're like they've been gone.
Hey, hit
What
us
happened to Nerdist?
up. I don't know.
Did they close?
I don't think so.
That's weird.
I still see articles and stuff from Nerdist. Nerdist is a pretty big company, but we would need to have someone that actually knows stuff about physics and also the human body.
Inertia, bruh.
Yeah. Do you know the equation to determine inertia and how it can increase at an exponential rate? I don't know that equation.
Can you make a fuck train that at the very end that last person gets smashed
Also-
so hard
Do you think
they
they'd squish?
disintegrate?
Because if you have it staggered, that means at maximum velocity, it's going to at some point, someone's going to be thrusting forward and the other person's going to be pushing back, and it's going to just all meet.
They're gonna get hit so hard. That's what I'm saying. At some point,
I feel like-
there's gonna be a blow that is just
I feel like it might break
Extra.
someone's hip
so
or
hard.
pelvis. I don't think humans can generate enough force no matter what. It's not like it's the Flash.
No, it's not about that. It's about stored energy.
Still, it's
And
you're
it's
still-
not
you're
your
still
own
go-
energy. At that
you're still
point,
working
you're
with
the
human
energy
anatomy.
of all these people is coming together to create this force.
Yeah. But
that
you're
at least
still
at some point it's going to grow.
it is going to grow, but you're still working with human anatomy. A human pelvis and a human person can only move backwards and
It
forward.
becomes a machine at that point. It's a gear now.
But you're still you can't have the people would have to be exactly the same.
I don't know if
There's
that's
too
true.
many variables. Because if one person doesn't have as much stamina, if one person has too tight of a butthole,
But here's
if one
the thing.
person has too small of a penis, all
But-
of these things are
but
going to come into
Some
effect.
of these
it's gonna
things
affect,
are
it's going to
going
fuck
to be
it up.
null.
I
Because
mean, if you have enough
the
variables,
stamina gets lost the moment you have other people assisting in your motion.
true.
You're not only working
Are you
with
going to be
your
standing?
stamina.
Are you going to be on your
In
knees?
my mind, they're standing because how can you get that many people? It would have to keep going lower if they were on their knees, and you'd have to have like a staircase. But how are they going to connect to it? Have to be like
You can probably make
that maybe.
yeah, you make some sort of crazy thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a science person. I'm a writer. But I've pointed out, I think, enough things that warrant
I think
someone
I
like
think
Kyle from Because
I
Science.
also think though that I
tweet him.
I had appropriate responses for some of your concerns.
It's true. But there are a lot of variables.
There
Too
are.
many.
But
Because
definitely,
another thing you're not taking
size
into account,
maybe,
friction.
Size maybe. Friction, yeah, but it's going to get lubricated.
But at some point, the lubrication, it's will the lubrication.
Everybody gets covered in oil. Like a gear.
Okay. Then it might. That might deal with the lubrication because I don't see this going for longer than an hour.
I think there's only
Would they
two
keep
real
going
variables.
if they came?
It's
Because
gonna-
that's another thing. You'd have to make sure
that-
not everybody came.
That's going to depend on
Because if
a
they
couple
start
of
going
factors,
soft,
though. Because if they come,
would everybody get Viagra so that they could stay hard even after coming?
well, size is going to be a big factor in that because some bigger guys
And tightness.
don't shrink up.
Tightness also.
If you're a grower or a shower, if you're a shower, you're not going to have to worry as much.
It's true.
You're not going to like shrink out of the girl or guy.
Guy. You said this was all guys.
I did.
Let's not
It is
change the story.
Yeah,
now.
but then I said we could use dildos, but we'll stick with all guys then.
Yeah, you got to go because once again, you want everybody's mass to be somewhere around the same.
YouTube, has anybody ever tried this? Does it do what I think, or does it do what Jared thinks? Does it become at some point about the people and the size and become impossible, or does it become at some point so exponentially violent that it starts to break the abilities of your body?
I feel at
Because
worst,
in my mind, at some point, it's going to be that somebody gets hit so hard, and then a domino effect happens, and it just goes smash, 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 and everybody nuts super fast all at once with that last smash.
I feel
Or dies.
worst case scenario,
Everybody
as
dies.
in like transfer of potential energy.
Worst case scenario in my situation,
Everybody dies.
based off that, everybody dies because their
Okay.
backs get broken at some
Okay.
point.
Worst case scenario, based off of my thinking about this, one person has their pelvis broken from the force of being thrust forward and someone thrusting back really hard. There's that. And at least, I'm going to say at least 3 people's penises are going to break.
Let us know.
Let us know what you think. Which one of us is closer? I don't know what that has to do with Joe Exotic other than his wedding set
You
this
need
whole
to-
thing off.
You need to stop getting distracted by the fact that we have these tangents, because these tangents are most of what our show is actually about.
I know.
These topics are just there so that we can have things to discuss and get weird. Does he have a girlfriend?
That's what I was going to say. I'm like,
He's got 2 husbands and a girlfriend?
well, this is more recent. This was
He's in jail. His more recent
was-
one is probably like,
this was oh no, this was 2014. This photo reminds me of something that I would see in like the 90s. Just how everybody's hair and dressed and everything like that. Maybe 2000, maybe early 2000s. Not 2014. Not 5 years ago. Because this photo,
zoom in on that. What is that lady? Is he holding her hand? Are they cuddling?
no,
What's that tiger doing with that
no,
pillow?
this is Jeff and Lauren Lowe. Okay, this isn't even him. This isn't even Joe Exotic. This is some guy named Jeff
Is that the guy that saved the tiger? Liger? Liger?
with tiger lion hybrid named Faith.
Tickle Liger.
Tiger. Pleaded guilty to federal mail fraud charges as he posed as an employee for charity for domestic abuse and obtained $1 million worth of merchandise that he later resold.
Yeah, dude, this dude lived a life.
Oh my God! Now, apparently, Joe Exotic thought that he found him as a wealthy benefactor, but that was that guy's own sordid past. This is, I swear, the most.
There's so many layers.
If you ever have a chance, look up this exact article. Joe Exotic, a dark journey into the world of a man gone wild. So much stuff.
There's so many things.
So many things that we can talk about, but we don't have time.
There was the one show that I listened to, because I've been actually hearing about this guy for months. They actually were like on his side sort of for a little while during it, and then they're like, "Nah, you're found guilty of the tiger abuse. Fuck that guy."
Yeah, I did hear about that. I heard that he was found guilty of the tiger abuse, so I definitely wasn't a fan of that. But okay, so on to the next one,
On to the first one.
which this is what's going to get us our clicks. Obligatory porn posts.
Did you look this up, or did it just happen to pop up?
It just happened to pop up in the thing that I was looking at, and I was like,
Who
that'll get
what
clicks.
well in the week of weird?
Government workers sacked over porn career. Basically,
Stop firing
This
people for
chick.
being in porn.
this chick is 28 years old. She's she's Argentinian. She's been fired. She was a social worker.
So what?
Which, I mean, it's like, yeah, she works with kids, but she's trying to help kids. She's a nice person, and she also did porn to pay off her student loans.
What is someone's doing? I don't understand why the government cares what we do with our.
And it says
bodies.
she isn't a prostitute. All the men she had sex with were on camera, and they were professionals. I don't know why it has professionals in quotes. If they
'Cause
were
people are
professional
weird.
porn actors, then they were professionals.
People are weird about sex work.
Would you call Brad Pitt a professional? Brad Pitt is a professional.
Yeah, he gets paid. If you get paid, you become a professional. That's
Exactly.
the moment you become a professional.
I feel like if you get paid to do it frequently,
No,
professional.
I guess. Because that's the difference between
'Cause if
amateur
you-
and athletic and professional sports. That's like the best example I have of that.
True, it's a matter of, but yeah, for them it's
once
a
you
matter,
get
yeah.
money, you
Yeah.
become a professional. That's why Olympians can't get paid, and that's why like when you win the
Or would
Olympics,
these guys
you
be
get,
like
it's like shitty payouts.
semi-pro. Maybe they don't get paid as much. Maybe it's not like a who's like a famous male porn star.
They're professionals because they picked them up on the street, made sure they didn't have an STD, and then gave them $100 to pound her.
Semi-pro. But yeah, and the whole thing is she's like, I'm not embarrassed about it. I enjoy having sex. I'm 28 years old.
Speaking about that little headline in the corner there, is that going to be spoken about today? Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat dying?
Grumpy Cat passed away.
Yeah, that was sad.
R.I.P. Grumpy Cat.
R.I.P. Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat was great. I thought you were talking about black strippers win $3.3 million in Mississippi discrimination case.
How are they discriminated?
I don't know. I didn't read that one.
Did somebody give them like 50 cents instead of $1?
Yeah,
they were black?
maybe everybody else was getting $2 tips and they were getting $1 tips. I don't know. They got $3.3 million.
Who paid them?
I don't know. Do you want to jump to that one real quick?
No, I'm just confused. Like,
Oh, apparently. Oh, okay. This might.
is she in America
Who
or is
this-
she in Argentina? Because you said she's.
It just says,
Argentinian.
yeah. It doesn't say where she is. It just says that she is Argentinian.
'Cause I don't know what their constitution says, but in America, this is bullshit.
Yeah, but
It would also happen, but it's bullshit.
From what they're saying, though, is she said, I never hit it, but when the managers heard one of the videos went viral, they got annoyed by it.
When you first said that, I heard I never hit it.
Oh,
Like, I never hit it. Like
Hit
like
it.
Foot.
with a D. She never hid the D.
I never hit it.
But yeah,
But when my managers heard, I was like, "Oh shit, she
well,
fucked
no,
her boss."
it's not. It's not even like when her managers
That's why
heard.
they're
When
professionals.
when her managers heard that one of them went viral, they got annoyed. So they were like, "I don't care about you making porn.
I just care
I
that you're
care
making money off
that
of it.
that now, like, 500,000 people have seen you make porn."
Wait. Maybe
They said that it was affecting. She was spending too much time making porn, and it was affecting her work.
if it's in her
I would
free
need to.
time,
I would need to see
I-
her schedule.
Yeah, if she's like, okay, so I go to work for 8 hours, I fuck for 1 hour.
2 hours. Yeah, you gotta have some bloopers, some fluffer time.
It depends because from when I'm gathering from this, because it went.
I thought you
viral.
skipped over the fluffer time.
It went viral, and they're professionals. Is she just a cam girl?
This is what it looks like. This picture right here
She's a cam girl.
looks like cam girl.
Okay, so that's why that's professionals.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Semi-pro.
Her boyfriend,
Well, yeah, her boyfriend.
because there's an S on the end of professionals.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, I would have to see if her porn making legitimately cut, like if she was taking days off of work.
What's her name?
Her name is Sonia Pilazzari.
That's a good name.
It is a good name.
Is
It's
there
a sexy
J
name.
in Sonia?
No. SONIA
Because sometimes there's a J.
PELLIZZARI. You're welcome, internet.
Yeah, because I'm not looking this up just
It's
to
totally
see the
not.
videos. She's definitely a cam girl. Because if you type in a porn star's name and you go to videos, you see videos of them doing
Yeah.
stuff.
She probably has some sort of cam girl name then.
Probably.
Oh my god, the saucy snaps soon turned to porn, and when one of her SEXXX rated videos went viral, she was fired. She's an aspiring porn queen. Did anything come up?
What's her last name?
PELLIZZARI.
ARI. Okay, that's not what it gave me. I spelled it wrong.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna look it up on my computer. It's gonna be easier.
Sweet Mia XXX.
Sweet Mia XXX.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, she's a cam girl.
Okay, yeah. See, she's a cam girl. It's her fingering herself. Her with another girl. Lots of sexiness. Oh, was that a dick?
This one there is, but I hate these because
Oh,
they look
there's a
gross.
dick. There's a dick.
Good.
I wouldn't call her an aspiring porn queen. She's just a porn actress.
She's not. She's a cam girl.
Okay, she's a cam girl.
Is that rude?
It might be a little. It might be a little bit rude to cam girls. You know, they put their work in. They do as much hard work. They take as much stress. They just don't have the same management. A porn star's management has to be way better than a cam girl's.
It's amateur versus professional.
It's semi-pro. I'm telling you, it is arena football compared to the NFL. That's what it is.
It's Iron Pigs compared to the Phillies.
Exactly. She's the shortstop for the Iron Pigs right now. That's the level that she's at.
Isn't she the catcher?
Definitely the catcher. I didn't see any videos of her pitching there. So
There might be.
if you dig deep enough into her. What was her
Well,
point?
my favorite thing about the internet these days is basically if you find a girl on the internet making anything, you can see her naked.
That's true. That's true.
I remember like
What
going
about-
through
what about,
ASMR
like,
videos and
deep
being like,
fakes?
I'm pretty sure I've seen this one before. And like,
You're
I
like,
looked
yep,
it up, like, yep. Yeah. She
Yep.
didn't even change her name.
Yep.
She's the same on Pornhub as she is on YouTube. That's her name.
That's respect right
Different settings.
there. That's building a brand.
And then there's the, I think it started with the
That'd
Twitch
be like if
streamers.
we started doing porn
I'm pretty
and we
sure
just kept our names.
It had to have started with the Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
Where it went from I'm a girl gamer to I'm a girl gamer. Look at how I only cover this. This is the only part of the thing that you see on the screen. To this is the only part you see on the screen. To am I wearing clothes? To at some point they weren't playing games and they were just doing this.
Dude, there's Twitch streamers that straight up have sex.
What?
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. So
Isn't
there's
that banned?
there's different. I don't know if it's banned now, but there's
Wasn't there,
different
like,
levels.
There was like a few of those that were like accidents at first.
There's
Wasn't there like one where it's like Twitch streamer accidentally films
Yes.
himself banging? You didn't see anything. You
There
just
was-
heard it in the
yeah.
background.
There was that, but also there was like there's Twitch streams that are like 24/7 that are always they have their house wired up, and you just see them live their life. So when they fuck, you see them fuck.
Wait,
Kyle's
that's
like,
on Twitch now?
Kyle's like, I'm getting a subscription.
Well, no,
to
I
Twitch.
just it's not that. We have one. Remember when we signed up to hang out with that guy?
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah.
That one YouTuber / streamer guy / guy that played Grand Theft Auto and sexually harassed me.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it was super cool because it
when
was
you-
funny because I was like, I don't know what to do right now.
When you were objectified,
When I was objectified in a
He-
video game and
he
I was
made-
just unaware what to do.
he made you do poses on the motorcycle. You had a sexy video shoot and then he left.
And then he was my friend. I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, but I think
Probably
it does
not.
sometimes.
Let's go to the next one. The next one is
What,
still.
what was this one about? I already forgot. Oh, yeah.
She got fired.
She shouldn't get fired.
She
though.
shouldn't get fired.
Your body has
And what's-
nothing to do with your work and has nothing to do with the government.
The more fucked up part is they didn't have an issue with it until she was popular.
Yes, they're like, oh, you're getting dollars now. So
Yeah.
You're fired.
But speaking about porn and
Conflict of interest.
getting dollars,
You know, though, it could be considered a conflict of interest if she begins making more money. Then she probably would become less
Yeah.
interested in the work that she's doing.
they didn't say that
That's
though.
boring. No, they didn't. That's just the article, and it's probably a little
Yeah.
biased.
Very true. Very, very true. But on to the next one. So
Not
this
to
is
give the government props. And
Yeah,
we
you
don't
don't.
know what government this is. If it's Argentina, aren't they killing people right now or something?
yeah, there's
yeah.
like a Civil War kind of thing going on there. We don't talk about stuff like that. 18-year-old who works in porn defends her fledgling career.
Oh shit! I read about this one too.
Oh, you read about this one? Okay, cool.
Again, her school has nothing to do with this. She's a grown up.
Well, no, the whole thing. The reason why I wanted to talk about this because if for people that are listening, basically what it is this girl's 18 years old. She's in high school. She's doing porn, and they say that loosely.
She's also a cam girl.
She's
also a cam girl.
Oh, I didn't know she was a cam girl. She was taking pictures.
Yeah.
And
the same thing.
She got, and basically her high school paper approached, either she approached her high school paper or they approached her. And they were like, oh, hey, why don't you give us the inside scoop of what it's like to be working, at 18 years old in high school in the adult film industry and, doing porn as a career.
They emphasized something that it wasn't quite.
Yeah. But here's the thing. She was making $475 an hour.
To take pictures of her boobies?
Yes.
I tried to look her up, not gonna lie.
She's 18. It's legal.
She's pretty cute. She has nice eyes. They're like
she's
green.
cute, yeah. I mean, and these pictures, she's cute, yeah. But she's 18. She's an adult, but she's making $475 an hour. Which, if you're 18, that's like if you're 32 and you make $475 an hour. That's a lot of money.
Also, though, one, she probably doesn't work that many hours, but still, that's a lot.
You only need to work 2. And you're set. And she still works
honestly, if she works 2
as
hours,
a dishwasher.
She works 2 hours a day. She makes more money than I do a week.
Exactly. She definitely
not
makes
more
more
than
money
that.
than I make.
She'd have to work like 4 hours
She'd
a day
have-
to make more than me in a week.
Is it before taxes or after taxes, though?
That's before taxes.
Exactly. So she'd have to work for half a day.
2 hours.
She'd have to
make
work.
what I get
She'd
after
have to
taxes.
work an hour a day after school. She could finish her homework, go home, sign on, do an hour Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, still go with her friends to the mall on Friday, and have her weekends to herself and make more money than you do in a week.
Working 50 to 60 hours.
Working fucking backbreaking labor 60 hours a week.
Jared,
And she just shows her titties.
you're going to take some pictures of me today. We're going to start a new
channel.
porn genre.
You can find it on Pornhub.
Chubbyfatgingers.com.
But no, okay.
Look for it coming to the internet near you.
Yeah, but no.
Hey,
So,
I guess I don't need to do chubby and fat. That's redundant.
That is very redundant.
Chubbygingers.com.
but here's the thing that
We could just call it ginger beard.
that I thought
That
was
would really fuck people up.
that I thought was funny. Did you know what her aspirations are?
To do
And I
anything.
think this might be
Is it to just be a porn star?
well. Here's the thing. So she's 18,
See,
and it's
So,
fine
yeah.
if you want to do porn. There's no issue with that. It's your body. Do whatever you want to do. If you like
Whatever
having
you
sex
want.
and you can make money,
you
do
should
that.
also realize though that like
The
a lot of those women are forced, and also your career doesn't last very long.
Exactly. And it's very contingent on how you look. So I mean, if anything ever happens to you, or
They'll
It's-
give you a lot of money up front, but it's
Up
not
front.
going to last long.
it's
enough to
not
save you.
substantial. Well, here's the thing. Her aspiration, because you're 18, you're barely not
Does
a
it make
child
up
anymore.
More $1 million doing porn. I didn't actually read the whole article.
It's
I looked at it enough to find her name.
is to be a stripper and a model.
What?
That's her aspiration.
Why does she want to be both those things?
That's where I have an issue with this. Where I'm kind of
Well,
like maybe
No, you know what? though?
not the best.
That could be fine because if she gets the fame that she's
a
working
lot
on,
of strippers they
no.
they have
You're-
aspirations to do other things.
She's already got some notoriety though.
Very true.
Where the stripper in your local strip club is like the most notoriety is you go, I remember you in high school.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's worse than I imagined. But for her, like when you get some fame as a porn star, they get like a lot of money to tour strip clubs. Then it's
They
like,
do. They
it's like
do.
being a rock star, going on concert
But
tours.
the thing is that she doesn't.
but in
It's not
strip
stated
clubs.
that way. It's not stated her aspiration is to be a porn star.
No,
who
but I mean,
appears in strip clubs.
She
She wants
doesn't
to
need to
just
say that.
be a stripper.
She doesn't need to say that. She's branding right
See,
now. So
the
she's just building her brand. It doesn't matter whether or not like she's like, "Oh, I'm doing this to pay for my strip club career." It's
That would be
she-
ridiculous. I'm doing this to save up so that I
She's-
can be a stripper in my
she's
local strip
creating
club.
a brand. She doesn't have to want to be
Brand
a
that
porn
pussy?
star. she can just be, she's creating a brand with her body. And what that'll do is that'll become her calling card. People will go, they'll see that stuff. They'll hear, oh, she's going to be at this club. I want to see that in real life.
I know how strippers work, man.
Except you don't look them up on the internet. You just go to Facebook and you go, hey, I remember you. And then that's most strippers. She's not like that. So she's just building a brand. It doesn't have to be about the porn.
I don't think the stripper aspiration is completely necessary.
I have decided we need to contact her. I will be her manager.
She got a manager.
Damn it.
She was super happy about
she's
it,
gonna
actually.
be super famous.
Yeah, I know.
Now she's on the internet.
But
she's
yeah,
going to be famous for
I feel
5
like she could have
weeks.
just stated, my aspiration is to become a model. Because you can still go to strip clubs.
But if
you
she
can
wants to be a
still
nude model,
do
that continues
porn.
the career she's in right now. So it's the branding and then the touring, and she's a rock star.
So she could have just
That's
said
the-
model.
That's a nude rock star.
That's an
rock
aspiration.
star life.
An aspiration is like a model is an aspiration. That's something to work towards. You want to do that.
You're making it sound like what she's
Usually
trying to
stripper
become
is
is got something wrong with it. She is being smart.
It's actually a step backwards.
It's not.
Doing porn pays more, probably because she's making so much from doing so very
But
little.
again, like I explained, if she builds her brand enough to where
yeah, that's
people
just part of it. That's
like-
just making appearances.
here she's coming to town,
Then she's
and
still
then
a
they
porn
flock
actress.
to her.
She's still a porn actress making appearances. That doesn't make
But
her
she's
a
not being.
stripper.
She's not doing porn. She's modeling. I think she's only done pictures.
Yeah, because her one appearance, they were going to do a Pornhub shoot, and it got postponed because she had body acne. Because she's still a teenager, so that happens.
I got nipples on my. I got
I got
I have
nipples
pimples
on my nipples.
I got nipples on my pimples.
I got 2 pimples on my shoulders, and they each got nipples.
My nipples just got
Yeah,
pimples.
once again, I don't have an issue with it. I just don't like the fact
You're
that
just
in her
making it sound like
in
it's
her
something wrong.
aspirations.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, what is your aspiration, Kyle?
Be awesome.
You're the wrong person to ask.
Honestly, to be a stripper and a model. If I had Channing Tatum's body, I would be Magic Mike. You never wanted to grow up to be a stripper?
No,
Really?
no.
Dude, I would have loved
I've always wanted to grow up to have like a body like Channing Tatum, so I can just be like, everybody wants me.
If I was like not super short and had a 6-pack, I'd be a stripper.
You can still be short.
I think
You're
you'd be
far
chubby
away.
if I go to like the right kind.
If you go to the right strip club, you might
I'd
be
be
able to
like,
still
you
do
guys like bears? Here I am.
It'd be a male strip club.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Look at my jiggle dance.
We're gonna go on to the next one now.
Amanda likes it when I do the thing where you flop it.
I wasn't looking, so I don't know what the it was.
She's like, doesn't that hurt? Because
I
when
don't
I
know
jump
if it
around and
was
my
your-
boobs flop, that hurts. And I'm like, nah, it doesn't
Is
hurt.
it your stomach that you were talking to, or
Nope.
your dick?
Here's my balls.
Okay then.
You never do that thing where you just flop them as hard as you can and they like smack your butt and your gut and your butt and they just go back and forth as hard as possible?
No, I don't just do that just for the hell of it, because it does actually hurt a little bit.
It doesn't hurt me. I do it to show off. She likes it.
That's really weird. I mean, it happens
I
when
hope
you're
her
having
family
sex
never
sometimes.
watches these.
Do you want to detail more of your sex life with her family? Do you want to just start calling
I
family
already-
members out by name
I
and
already
then
did the description of thumb fucking. And how I flop my balls for her.
I'm pretty sure they could put 2 and 2 together and figure out who you're talking about.
Jared, we are fucking our show up. You know, we need to advertise towards children and women, and so far we don't. We are excluding the
We
two
have a
most-
brand, and we go into our just like she's going into her brand. She's branding her body. We are branding our ridiculousness. Okay,
Our brand is for 14 to 35-year-old men.
16 to 35-year-old men.
Yeah. I'm sorry. No, they're not the ones looking up porn on YouTube.
It's true.
Our brand is 12 to
14.
35-year-old men.
Which, if you are watching this on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget, we have an Instagram. And
We
a Facebook
do.
page
We do talk about
where we
porn
post
a lot.
the full articles on Facebook if
Yeah.
you want to read them.
We talk about porn a lot.
When I
So
remember.
if you stop here because you typed in porn and you're like, oh, I wonder what that's about, drop a like, subscribe.
You know what?
We'll most likely talk about it again. Stay for a while. It's
Stop.
nice here.
And actually, go to our Facebook page. You're on our YouTube page, hopefully, if
Yeah.
you're watching this. Go to the Facebook page and start commenting, please, to remind me when I forget to post things. Because there's just days where Jared's like, "You gonna post anything?" I'm like, what? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it's like Monday, and it's been a whole weekend, and I haven't put
Haven't done
anything
shit.
up.
We're going to go into Florida Man, not for the last story. Florida Man allegedly played basketball nude because it would enhance his skills.
Yo, man, Greek
This
Olympics,
guy.
dude. What's he looking at?
I don't know.
Is it you or me?
I think he's looking at me, and he's
And me.
also trying to see the light over there.
He's like, I can see behind myself.
It's following me. His one eye's following me, and the other eye is definitely looking at that light. He's trying to look into the camera also.
What's wrong with his face? Is he just hot from playing basketball?
Probably.
Why
He
is
shouldn't be. He was naked. He
But
had
I
tons of air.
What I don't understand is you see how the sunburn isn't affecting that
Right here?
one eyeball? It's just,
Right here?
like it goes around the eyeball in like a triangle. Like, what was there? What stopped the sunburn from getting to that part of his face?
Someone probably hit him with a book.
It's all of the rest of
Someone-
his face.
Someone hit him with a Bible. That's what,
and it
that's what it
protected
was.
him. Just the coin, the corner hit, and it's just like right there. That's fine.
But yeah, basically, he,
Wait. Did it say he made that 3-point shot after he got naked?
that's what I'm gonna check. The concept of a 3-point shot behind bars.
Oh.
He got behind bars. He landed that shot.
Ew.
Buckner. I want to know if he actually did play better though. Can we ask some of the people? Do you think he was playing 1-on-1?
What do you think
Or
they
was he
arrested
just-
him for? Would they arrest him because he had a boner? Was it because his butt was exposed?
A
Do you think
park
he was
employee
hard?
called 911 after spotting Anderson's bare butt in his basketball.
Oh, it was his butt. I knew it. Why do they hate butts?
Anderson was charged with indecent exposure of sexual organs. Remember, we looked up
That
Florida
too.
laws. We know you're not
That's
supposed
why
to
I
do
knew the
that.
butt part was going to be it.
Yep.
And they called him because of his butt.
And he has a bail of $500, and it's unknown if he's posted bail. That's not even that big of a bail.
Literally, all he was doing was playing basketball. It's not like he was chasing children.
I want to know two
Is he
things.
29 or is he 39? Because
we never know now. It says
this is the Sun. Maybe they're better than Fox.
maybe they are, but no. So part A of what I want to know: was he just shooting the basketball,
Yeah, was he actually just playing basketball?
or was he playing the ultimate games of shirts versus skins?
Was he playing other people?
Yeah, I want to know: was he playing a game?
Because it just
Or was he
sounds
just
like he
practicing?
was by himself.
I mean, usually if you're playing basketball and a naked man walks up to you, you're not gonna play with them. I don't know about you, but you're not gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, take D on Jeff.
Yo, sacks or shorts? Sacks on
or
shorts?
Yeah, you're not going to invite that person to join you in a rousing game of 3-on-3. You're gonna be like, hey, no, go work on your jump
I
shot
might.
over there. I know you might. You'd have him on your team.
I'd be like, defend.
He'd be impossible to defend.
I'm like, defend Jared.
You're gonna touch a dick. It's gonna happen.
I'd be like, get in front of me.
If a naked man is guarding you, you're gonna touch a dick.
I'd be like, block for
It's
me.
either gonna, because you know how when you're trying to come to the post, you're going and you have your ass out because you're trying to check people back.
And you just feel it flop up against
You're
you.
just gonna feel that in between
he
your
runs
butt
and
cheek.
bumps up against you and it's like, whoop, and you're wearing basketball shorts. That's like nothing. You just feel it flick you.
Yeah.
You get a little tap on your balls
And
by
on-
his dick.
And due
'Cause
to
now
the,
he's huge in my mind.
and due to the fact that you always have your butt cheeks clenched,
Mine aren't.
you've had this conversation about how nothing ever touches your butthole because you're always clenched. We've had this conversation, but other people that don't clench, they might feel just a little bit real close to their butt. They probably wouldn't touch unless he was hard and really like
Flicked it up there.
Really
like that
flicked
was
it up.
actually his goal. He was like
Yeah.
just rubbing him up against it.
But I mean, you're gonna feel it, and it's gonna get dangerously close.
I would take some like old football plays and throw it into my basketball then. I'd be like, yo, we're gonna do a screen pass. So you screen me and I'm gonna just make some shots. And he's just in front of you as you run and everybody's like, no, I don't want to.
You wouldn't even defend. Like, you wouldn't go like this. He would just be like,
I'm flipping him away.
he'd be a really good teammate though.
Helicopter block.
It would be he'd be all about supporting the team.
Helicopter block.
I mean, unless he was working on his jump shot,
Helicopter.
because then he'd be trying to be Steph Curry, and he'd be fucking just ruining it. Be like, dude, you're on defense. You're the perfect blocker right
you
now.
pass him the ball, you'd be like, shoot a 3, because you know he's gonna have to jump for it. Ain't nobody gonna come up that close.
It's exactly.
They'd be like, if he jumps out, he hits me in the face with his dick.
Yo, his layup would be unstoppable. At the moment that he comes at you and goes with that jump,
Oh man,
you're just gonna be like,
he goes through the jump for the dunk over someone's head. Just
oh my god. Wasn't there a scene in a movie like that?
Yeah, but that guy was wearing
He
pants.
was wearing pants. But if this guy did it, you might have some pubes in your mouth after that.
Man, this guy, and then he joins the women's NBA, just like Joanna
Man.
But then he's like,
yo.
I just want you ladies to know I practice better naked. And then they're like, yo, bro, like, you got the wrong pieces. It's like, oh shit, I gave myself away. Why do I need to practice naked?
Why, oh why? But, part B, did he actually get better?
That's what I want to know.
I wanna know.
Now we need to compare. We need to have the
I
Florida.
wish there was some footage of him just bricking every single time. And then he just strips down. It's just swish, swish,
We need
swish.
Jacksonville police to take him out to the county.
Was it Jacksonville police?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying because that's like Florida.
Everything's Jacksonville and
Everything's in
Orlando and
Jacksonville.
Miami.
Yeah,
There's 3 cities
there's
in Florida.
3 cities.
Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami. Done. You're
He was
welcome.
in Candyland Park in Longwood, Florida. Fine. We need the Longwood police to take him out.
Longwood, please.
Yeah, he was playing naked in a park called Candyland in Longwood.
Oh my god.
There's so many dick punts in this that if he wasn't naked, it would be different conversation we're having.
I kind of feel like he had to be naked.
Like you
that's-
have to be naked to play in Candyland.
You're in Candyland in Longwood.
You get naked.
You get naked. I mean, it's just gonna happen.
But
He was thinking about the
for
headline.
one, he looks like he's like that mentally challenged kid that was out playing basketball.
Little bit.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be offensive.
N-
It just looks like
No
he's slow.
offense, but he doesn't look like he has all of his faculties working at 100%.
Maybe he
There
was
you go.
like, I heard that this works for swimmers, so it'll work in basketball.
There you go.
I need more aerodynamics.
Plus, also there was that guy in Russia who
his
got
hair-
naked to fly.
his bangs aren't even cut straight, and his head's buzzed.
That's true. How do you fuck that up? Just go to any capable barber and you're fine.
Just go to anybody with clippers and just make sure they get all of the hair.
Exactly. But no, I mean that guy in Russia, he flew naked because it helped him fly better. And
Like
that
airplanes?
Yeah, remember we talked about that.
I don't remember. That's
You
awesome.
said that it affected. He said that it helped his aerodynamics, and you were like, "Yeah, because it would. There's less drag." And I'm like, "He's inside of a plane," and you really defended that being naked would help during flights.
That does sound like me. I'm always on the side of the naked man.
I know.
I tried to convince Amanda once the girls are gone, we should move to a nudist colony, but she's like against that idea.
Man, we'd have to move the show and everything. It was just
Rum Runners nude. Rum Runners in the buff.
one of these days we're gonna end up on Pornhub. I know.
Ugh.
On to the last one.
I still had more things about this.
You want to talk about this more? Okay,
I do, because what we need.
let's
is
do it quickly
we
because
need-
we're getting up there on
all right,
time.
all I need to say is because I've been trying to, and then we got distracted.
Mm.
The Longwood Police Department, before they charge this man,
Send us.
they need to test it. They need to take him out onto the courtyard at the prison or jail, whichever one he's at.
Local
I think it's
YMCA.
jail.
Fucking anywhere.
No, it's probably jail.
Yeah.
They need to take him out into the yard, onto the basketball court, have him make some shots while dressed,
Yeah.
then allow him to get naked and see if it improves it. Because if it does, then
I know where you're going with it, but I don't think it's going to hold up in a court of law, especially in Florida. Not going to hold up in a court of law.
all I'm saying is that it makes him not a liar, and therefore then he should have the constitutional right to practice.
I feel that he should, if he actually gets better when he's naked, no jail time, but he should still get a fine because he is still breaking the law.
I feel like there shouldn't be laws against what you do with your body.
Well, then at that point, maybe they
If
should invest
It's
in.
not illegal to be offensive, whether it's words.
It is illegal
or-
to be naked, though,
Why?
because it's a law.
Oh, no, that small boy saw me naked. Yeah, he has the same parts. He sees himself naked.
You're going down a bad path right now.
I didn't
You're
say
defending naked people in front of children.
ones that are not in it to do sexual harm.
Yeah, see, it's really difficult to draw that line then. Once you let some people be naked in front of children,
You know what, Jared?
you
This is
gotta
the
let
same
all
thing
people
they
be
said,
naked.
but this is the same thing that you reptards said when they started letting transgender people use whatever bathroom they want. And you know what? The only time that there was a problem was when some creepy old fucking Christian dudes were all like, we're gonna prove that they're just trying to be creepy.
Yeah.
And they went into girls' room and were creepy. And it's like, no, that proves that you're creepy.
Yeah.
And that only you are.
See, there's a difference though, because that was going into a bathroom, which is separate.
It's
This
okay to be
is-
naked in a bathroom.
It is okay to be naked. You can get naked in any bathroom you want. You can go to Walmart right now, go into a stall, get naked, and just stand there for 20 minutes.
Listen.
I invite anybody to do that as long as it's in a stall.
Listen. This is no different than when you go to the YMCA and you know how they have those weird family locker rooms where everybody gets
and there's
naked
naked guys walking around there.
and there's naked girls in there?
Yeah, I do know about locker rooms where people get naked. I know.
I know, but like at the YMCA, it's mixed gender in there.
I've never seen naked men and women at a YMCA.
I just know that
I've only ever gone in and there was
a naked old guy.
naked old guy.
Yeah.
Old guys will get naked anywhere. It doesn't matter. They will get naked. And you know what? They've lived a long
I
time. No
sort of
one's going
don't
to
know
stop
where I
them.
was going with this. I was trying to
I don't know.
YMCA, you play basketball there. You also get naked there, but those two things are disconnected. Anyway, all right, on to the next
On
one.
to the last one.
I'll let it go. I mean, I'm on this guy's side.
Okay.
As long as he actually gets better. If he was
long
just
as
doing
he's
it to
better.
be a dick,
They should,
that's the difference. There should be.
maybe they should make like a club where it's inside and everybody plays naked basketball.
This man just needs to move to a nudist colony.
Nudist
with a
colony. I
basketball
think
court.
there are some in Florida. Just go there. Just
Do
fucking
they
go
have
to-
basketball courts?
Probably. They like to ball.
I kind of
They-
feel like we should go to one and play tennis. We're so dangerous.
It would be dangerous. With my luck, I would
I'd definitely hit your nuts.
I would accidentally hit my own nuts with the racket at one point.
Hey Jared, how'd you get those lines on your penis? I'm like, baby, shh, I don't know.
All right then.
In this story, you have an imaginary girlfriend.
Thank you. IT worker 23 chops off his penis and testicles in eunuch bid.
Wait, is that a naked lady?
No, guy.
That guy's face is very
Eunuch.
feminine
He's a eunuch now.
now.
He
Like that
chopped off-
rapper.
He chopped off his penis and his testicles. Now, I don't say he had his penis and testicles removed because he chopped off his penis and testicles
Yeah, like that rapper.
with a razor sharp knife. How do you chop your own dick off? And then he was like, I had a friend there to make sure that nothing went wrong. And then they took him to the hospital afterwards. On 2 separate occasions. The first time, he chopped his dick off. Left the balls. So he was just dickless with balls. And the hospital was like, why? And he was like, I don't want it. And they were like, you could have had a surgery. And he was like, I didn't want to. And then he did it again to his balls. How do you work that? How do you work up the nerve to do that? That's like cutting your own finger off. Can you just do that? Can you just be like, I want to be a 4-finger person and cut your finger off? Now make that finger your dick. Can you do it now? What's your part A? Let's hear this.
What does he pee out of now?
Thank you. Somebody said, does he have a catheter now?
I don't. If you do it
You'd
yourself,
have
you're
to.
gonna fuck up a lot of stuff. Make it harder
Does he
to
just have a
make.
hole? You'd have to have a
Giant
catheter.
gaping hole.
Like you'd have to. You'd have to have a catheter.
All right, part D. If he would have done even the most
Part D.
minimal research, he
D.
would know that you make a eunuch the safe way with a rubber band. I don't know if I should describe that. But that's how they did it in olden times. They used to
Don't.
just wrap a rubber band around it. And I thought they just made it tighter until
Till it
it
fell.
came off. Like
it
they
came
do.
off.
Isn't that how they used to do dog balls too?
They do, yeah, something like that.
Or bulls? Some animal.
Some
they wrap-
barnyard animal. I think it's like
the
either
rubber
sheep or
bands.
bulls or
Yeah,
something
they
like
wrap
that.
rubber bands until their balls fall off.
Yeah.
In the same way they get rid of dog tails.
Yeah, this guy used a knife.
I don't
It's
really
made my
think
stomach hurt.
my way is better. I just feel like it would be less.
Less
It'd
dangerous.
be easier to overcome. Because there's like a psychological.
Oh my god, they usually cut off their nipples also.
What the fuck? Why?
Because they want a smooth look. It's called a nullo.
What do you pee out of?
I mean, your nipples don't have anything to do with your pee,
I'm
but
just still stuck on that.
it has to be a catheter, which kind of removes the whole smooth look then, because
Now
you have to
a
have a
straw.
because you have to have the catheter back on you.
You took it the right way. I went a different way.
You went with just a straw. I know someone who has a catheter, so
Are
I
they
know
a
how it
eunuch?
works. No, they just need to have it, so they have it.
I kind of like my way.
It's a straw. And
If
you
I wasn't gonna have a dick,
you'd have a straw.
just have a straw poking out down there.
It's like a dick. It's like a dick on demand.
Part B.
Okay. Okay.
If he can pee, how does he know he has to pee? I feel like this is a weird
That's true.
question.
No,
Because as men, though, because we don't understand how it works with
I
women.
kind of have to pee right now, and the muscles in my dick are contracting
Yeah, that's
before the muscles in my pelvis are
what.
contracting.
Do girls have that? Is that a thing for
it
you?
has to be. It
Because
has to be.
when you have a penis, your penis like A sort of gets a little hard, and B it's like
I'm not saying I'm hard right
when
now.
you
but
have to pee, it's in your dick, like you feel it.
that's when you're like holding it. He would never be able to hold it. He would never be able to like because a
It's
man's
nothing
body
to
is not
do.
designed to hold it inside.
My idea wouldn't work because it would just drip unless he has like a cap on the straw. And then when he feels it start to back up into
It's
his
a
body
catheter.
and he starts to die,
It's my
That
idea.
he-
It's a catheter.
I'm gonna fully just go with it. It's a straw poking.
It's not.
I love how you were like, I don't know, and I was like, is it a straw? And you're like, no, right away.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's not that.
I don't know. What about being on the show does this to me?
You forget
No,
random
I'm
facts.
somehow either stupider on purpose or by accident, and I'm not sure which.
It's
'Cause
the
I'm
lights.
not this dumb. But that was my fantasy when I thought about it, and I was like, people should know this.
I think what it is
It's more fantasy, and then I just
Most-
went with it, hoping it was real.
most intelligence comes from that split second between a thought coming through your head and you having time to process
I
it.
don't do that anyway.
On this show, though, you have even less of it because you're like, I've built up the persona that I say whatever's on my mind. So the intelligence part of your brain's like, I guess I could take the next 2 hours off. I don't know.
I feel like that was.
We did have an entire conversation about physics, though.
I feel like yeah, but I feel like this was border. Yeah, but it was in the terms of people fucking in a train.
Okay, you're right. You're
A
right.
circle of fucking. I just.
He
it was-
really didn't want the penis and testicles anymore.
It was really just fantasy, but I decided that I wanted that to be real life.
Jesus.
I feel
It's
like
not
it
a
would
straw.
be kind of cool looking.
It's not a straw.
I don't want to find out. But yo, how did he overcome that part of his
He was referred to mental health workers also.
Yeah, I was gonna say because it's really hard to beat that
They
fight
dec-
or flight on yourself.
They declared him as sane. Yep, here we go. Bam.
So it doesn't say straw, by the way.
He now,
Internet.
he now uses a catheter to urinate. Gates added. Oh, I should probably say his name.
Sex with his boyfriend is now more
Trent
intense?
Gates. Yes. Sex with his boyfriend is now more intense. Both his parents and boyfriend have accepted his body transformation. There's nothing you can do about it, so you have to accept it. However, his mother threw out his frozen penis, which he left in the family freezer. I'm fucking done. I'm done.
Part B.
Oh
If he didn't want it, why did he save it?
She was like, I'm gonna make some chicken for dinner. Why is Trent's penis in here?
How long did she wait before she threw
Oh
it
my
away?
god, that was terrible.
Was she like, do you want this for later? And he was like, nah. When she just threw it away.
Why did I fucking read the whole thing before I talked about this? Oh my god, she threw it away.
Is this like one of those?
Isn't that a biohazard?
I don't want to be mean.
You
to
can't
people
do that.
That do these weird things. But is this like those You ever read those things where it's like someone's like, I
can't breathe right. I have to remind myself how to breathe.
I don't
Oh
know
my
how
God.
to describe this because I don't want to be offensive. One, I accept
Be at least slightly offensive. It's fine.
I accept transgenderism. Like that's
It's
fine.
fine. Be what you want to be.
That's fine. Be what you want to be. But there's these weird group of people I feel like he's a part of that like it's not like, oh, I feel like I was born up in the wrong body. They're like, I was born not defective enough, and they do weird shit like get a leg amputated
What?
just because, or they blind themselves and
He just said that his penis never felt right on him. He doesn't want to be a woman. He just said that he just doesn't want to have a penis. It just always felt like unnatural. Which my penis was very natural. I love having my penis. I would never do anything to my penis. And just reading this makes my penis hurt.
This is one of those things like where unless you're in that situation, you can't.
Understand it?
I was reading something recently. Like, yeah, you can't feel empathy towards someone if it's a situation you've never dealt with. Normally,
It's also
it's-
far from any
it's-
situation any of us have dealt with.
yeah, it normally that situation is like a lack of empathy. Like if you're a non-smoker for a smoker, when they tell you it's hard to quit, you're like,
Yeah. You're like, I don't see why it'd be hard to quit.
Like I think it's funny because I don't have empathy for smokers, but
It's
because
because-
I quit just because
You also
it
have
was super easy for me.
you have a really weird part of your brain that develops an addiction.
Yeah, mine are
It doesn't-
only ever temporary.
Yeah.
Like when I
But you
collect
get
Hot Wheels
super
for like
into it,
3 weeks.
which is why you don't see a Hot Wheel here
Because I
today
stopped buying them.
because he's already over it. Kyle gets super
I spent
addicted
like
to
$300
things,
on Hot Wheels and then
Yeah.
stopped.
but never at any point becomes physically addicted. It's just he's mentally addicted to something like crazy for a short period of time. And then he's over it. And then something new replaces it. So I wonder what's going to replace it this time. At one point it was Nerf guns. Another point it was
You
video
were
games.
in there with
and
the
I
Nerf guns.
love Nerf guns. All right?
And the video games, that wasn't an addiction. That was a coping mechanism for my depression. I'm on medicine now. And my attention span that I didn't have before is back to not being there. Something about being depressed made me be able to sit still and not do anything.
That's what depression does.
Where now
We'll have a
I
conversation.
touch everything
Yeah,
again.
we'll have a conversation about depression.
That's why
probably
my
in-
cord has not stopped
probably
moving
in
when
October.
my hands are under the table.
All right, this one's coming up on 2 hours. We need to wrap this shit
I
up.
love penises because I
Don't
have
if you don't want to
one.
have a dick anymore and you don't want to have testicles, go to a doctor and
Go
get it
to a
removed.
doctor. You don't
That's
have
really
to get a
all I gotta
vagina.
say.
There's some doctor
Yeah.
that'll chop it off safely.
You can say, I want to be a eunuch. I don't want to have this anymore. I'll pay whatever it takes. I just want to, in a secure, sterile, safe environment,
They could
have this
probably
be removed.
make it legitimately look smooth
Yeah.
instead of like. There's no way that
Go
looks
to a
right
professional.
because he chopped it off with a knife. So there's gonna be scarring and
Yeah.
fucking bunches of flesh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Unless he went to a plastic
Fat.
surgeon right away and had them. Which in that case,
He
just
did
go
it.
to the
He
plastic
cut his
surgeon.
penis off, then he waited and he cut his balls off on a different day.
Yeah.
I think he went there twice.
I think he let the penis heal first, and then after that healed, then he was like, "All right, that looks good enough." Cut his dick off, or cut his balls off.
I sort of feel he was like, I just want to see what it's like to just have balls. And I kind of want to know now, but
Just take the head
just having balls.
and push it in and
Just
hold it.
pull some of my ball skin
Just-
up over it and be like, oh, that's what that
Yeah.
would be like, just to have a
I mean,
sack
it would
of
be
balls.
painful. My way doing it, like you
Your
take
way
it, you
for
just
sure.
push it and just be like,
My way,
That's what it
you
looks
just
like.
go take a really hot shower, sit in it for a little bit, and then once they start to droop, you have that extra and you're good.
yeah, you can do it that way. You can combine the two and it'll be fine.
We talked a lot about dicks.
There's a lot of. I feel like that's
This
most
whole
of our
part right
conversation.
here is about penises, though, because
Yeah.
that's what this story is about.
That's what it's about. But okay, to end it on like a PSA, if you are not comfortable in your body and you wish to make any changes, for the
Don't
love
cut your own
of
penis
whatever
off.
God you fucking pray to or believe in or don't believe in, Go to a medical professional. Please.
That's it. Be yourself, but do it safely.
Yeah. Be safe about anything you want to do. You want a vagina and you have a penis? Go to a doctor.
They can do that.
Go to a doctor. Don't do it yourself.
I was watching
Go to a doctor.
I was watching a video earlier today where it was a plastic surgeon tries to tell people who had plastic surgery, and the one
I saw that too.
the one had a vagina put on.
Yeah, I saw the beginning
And
of
she
that.
was like, yeah, it actually gets wet and I can have orgasms. And I was like, in my mind for the longest time, I was like, if you cut your dick off and you put a vagina there,
Be like,
you
it's not
don't-
gonna
I
work
didn't
the
think
same
you could
way.
feel anything
Yeah.
because like you cut all those nerve endings off.
But they're professionals and they know what they're fucking doing.
I think back in the day it didn't.
Yeah,
I think
but
it used to be like you
medical
cut all those.
sciences, yeah.
Now it's better. So you can do it and it'll
You can
work
do it.
right.
Just go
I don't
to
understand
a
how
fucking
it gets
doctor.
wet though.
Yeah, that kind of fucks with
Do
me a
they
little bit.
add a gland?
Maybe it's whatever fluids filled up your
I wonder
penis
if it's
diverts.
I wonder if it's like because you start taking the estrogen pills.
Could be.
If the hormones start I don't know. Scientists.
We'll figure it out. We will talk about that another day. But thank you very much for joining us for another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Rum Runnas right here. We will have behind the scenes things. We will have links to these articles. We will have just random pictures and stuff that we put up there. And yeah, so you can find that there. You can also follow Kyle on his Instagram right here. You will be able to see his original art and stuff. Lots of penises in that one.
There's not that many right now.
Not right now, but he does do some penises. So if you like the penises, you will see that. If you like titties, he's got titties in his. A lot of his are cute animals, though. You wouldn't believe
They're
it, but he does
monsters.
lots of cute animals and
They're mostly
monsters.
cute
and
monsters.
Cute monsters. Yeah, a lot of things like that. But
I'm so stuck on this.
this is episode 20.
Yay! I'm still so stuck
Yay.
on this.
Yeah, it's weird. We'll talk about this more off
I'm
camera.
so confused.
But thank you very much. Peace. Deuces. Catch you in the next one.
Love yourself. Be true to yourself. Don't do at-home plastic surgery.
Please don't.
It's all over. There's no place to run, even if we let you out of there. Don't do anything foolish.